Hello, beautiful people, beautiful souls. It's Sukhvinder here, the Luminary Coach. I want to talk about something we all face but rarely sit with long enough to truly understand, and that's what's standing in the way of your light. It's not your skills, not your circumstances, but those quieter inner roadblocks that keep us stuck, overthinking, and disconnected from who we really are. Let's be real. Self discovery sounds beautiful, but it's really, really hard. Not because we're lazy, not because we're broken, but because truly seeing yourselves takes courage, and sometimes it hurts. You're not just peeling back the layers of who you are, you are uncovering who you were told to be. Think about that. Maybe your upbringing taught you to keep the peace instead of speaking the truth. Maybe your education focused on memorizing, not self awareness. Maybe your early experiences included trauma, bullying, or being made to feel like your real self was too much or not enough. These experiences shape our beliefs, they build unconscious patterns, they affect our relationships, our health, our career choices, and they show up silently every time you hesitate to move forward. Even now, we live in a culture that's constantly distracting us from ourselves. Social media scrolls, news cycles, hustle culture, processed food. We're told what to buy, how to look, who to follow, but rarely asked, who are you really? And let's not forget the internal pressure, the fear of being judged, of doing it wrong, of failing at finding yourself. So we avoid, we distract, we stay busy, and that's okay. It's human. But here's the thing, if you can learn to sit with what's uncomfortable, what's confusing, what's been hidden, you'll start to see the light that's always been there. The real work, that's the real work. And you don't have to do it alone. You probably heard the phrase dimming your light or don't dim your light. But what does that really mean? To me personally, dimming your light is what happens when you hold back the most honest, radiant, soulful part of yourself because you're afraid they won't be accepted. It's when you shrink to fit into spaces you've outgrown. It's when you second guess your truth so that others can stay comfortable in theirs. You dim your light every time, and these are examples. Swallow your voice in a meeting, even though you have something meaningful to say. Say yes when your body is clearly screaming no. Downplay your joy, your dreams, or your ideas because someone else might not get it or might feel threatened by it. And often it's not even on purpose. We've been taught to blend in, not to make waves, to avoid being too much, too loud, too sensitive, too spiritual, too ambitious. But dimming your light is exhausting. It disconnects you from your essence. And the truth is, the world doesn't need another watered down version of you. It needs your full, alive, bright self, even if it makes some people uncomfortable. When you shine, you give others permission to do the same. So, this journey, what I'm going to talk about in a minute, it's a writing practice, a self discovery work, and it's not just about journaling, it's about reigniting the light you've hidden and letting it guide you home. And one concept or something that I must say is very important. It's not always easy to say out loud. It's removing toxic people from your life unapologetically, not with guilt, not with shame, not with long explanations, but with clarity. Because here's the truth: when you begin to go the deep work of self discovery, when you start honoring your boundaries, your energy, your peace, some people won't like it. The ones who benefited from your silence, from your self abandonment, from your habit of always saying yes when you meant no, they might push back, guilt trip you, call you selfish, gaslight you. But protecting your light is not selfish, it's sacred. You don't owe your time, your energy, your heart to people who continuously deplete it. You don't need to carry the emotional weight of relationships that don't feel mutual, kind, or safe. This doesn't mean you hate them. It means you love yourself enough to stop betraying your soul. Removing toxic people unapologetically, it's an act of radical self-respect. And sometimes it's the doorway to true calling and healing. You're allowed to choose peace over chaos. You're allowed to choose your truth, even if it makes others uncomfortable, because your healing doesn't require their permission. If any part of this video speaks to you, if you ever felt like your light was dimmed, your voice silenced, or your truth buried beneath expectations, then this is your invitation. For the next 52 weeks, I'm opening a sacred space for journaling, reflection, and transformation. Each week, we'll explore one powerful question together, one concept, question, or happening in your life, not just as a writing prompts, but as portals to self-awareness. This isn't a quick fix of fluffy content. It's a slow, soulful excavation of the self, layer by layer, truth by truth. It's for the quiet rebels, the deep feelers, the overthinkers. It's for you. If you're ready to stop performing and start becoming, we'll begin where all light begins to grow again, with what's been blocking it. You see, I recently started a new journey, a 52-week journaling exploration to uncover the authentic self. It's raw, it's deep, and it's already changing me. In week one, I asked myself, what is standing in my way right now? And what I discovered was more than I expected. Fear of not knowing enough, fear of being exposed, fear of being fake, and most of all, the fear of never truly starting at something. So I want you to reflect with me and ask yourself, what thoughts have I let talk me out of taking that step? What patterns do I use to delay my dreams? What fears keep showing up in disguise? These questions are powerful. They are not meant to make you feel small, they're meant to open doors. So, in my latest paid post on Substack, I share my full personal journaling practice, how I uncovered my biggest lifelong obstacle, and most importantly, what I'm doing now to move forward. I give you journal prompts to explore your own hidden fears and how to turn them into light. If you've been feeling stuck, like something is holding you back from stepping fully into your path, this post is your mirror and your invitation. So if this speaks to you, I would be honored to have you join me on Substack. It's just $12 a month, less than a coffee a week, and it gives you access to a full year of transformational journaling prompts, stories, coaching insights, and wisdom to support your soul-led journey. So you can subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube in the link YouTube video description, or if you're watching this on Substack, you'll find my Substack on Substack. So let's grow together. Let's start uncovering what's really been blocking the light, so we can finally let it shine. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching the video. With love, I'm Sukhwinder, the Luminary Coach. See you in the next video.